a press conference at Parliament calling for car. And before that, yentiesa audio no any video no na afe yemra. But you join you live on Facebook na yentia nombra na afe yemfa footage sa akane nyina no emfa 12 yentiembra.
First, let me say that I'm deeply honored and humbled to have been chosen to lead our gallant NDC minority caucus in Ghana's parliament. I wish to use this opportunity again to thank the leadership of our great NDC party who have placed their trust and confidence in me. I am also deeply grateful to our colleagues, the rank and file of our great party, the NDC, and the people of Ghana for their profound support and solidarity. I have held fruitful and positive conversation, in fact, frank conversation, with my senior brother, the Honorable Haruna Idrisu. I commended him for his admirable leadership and stewardship when he was granted the opportunity by our great party to lead us. As leader, it will be my duty to represent our collective goals in particular, with an unwavering dedication and most importantly, with high integrity. I have no doubt that with the support of the entire minority caucus in Parliament, we shall succeed. May the God Almighty guide us and bless us all. But let me also add that our first responsibility is to unite the caucus, and that will be number one on the agenda. Things of this nature happens, but obviously there's the need for us to show leadership, and we will do just that. Most importantly, I will focus the next month to tackle three things. First, I wish to first of all send a message to the MPP that the people of Ghana are calling on them to downsize their government, to reflect the mood of the country. You are asking people to forgo their coupons or interest. You are asking the ordinary Ghanaian to sacrifice his payout. And so therefore, if His Excellency the President intends to reshuffle his government, let it be known that we in the NDC will not accept an attempt to increase the size of government. And if the current size of his ministers increase by one, that one person may not receive our cooperation. And in the end, we also wish to assure the people of Ghana that as part of our engagement with the Finance Committee and the Health Committee, we have agreed to do public hearing on the audit of the COVID-19 expenditure, public hearing, beginning on the 7th of February 2023. At that point, we will pay due diligence to the duties given to us as the people of Ghana. And then finally, we will also embark on a roadshow where we will galvanize the people of Ghana and educate them on the meaning of what this economic crisis is going to take us through. But to conclude on this matter, I will appeal to the rank and file of our great NDC party to keep calm. Members of Parliament are in good hands. We will work with them with due diligence. Obviously, we are not new in this house. I've been in this house for 14 years. I know the capabilities of all our colleagues. Some I met, some came to meet me. I have worked closely with most of our colleagues, and I can assure you that together we shall succeed. Thank you.
Kessben.
That is the minority leader, the Honorable Dr. Keselato Forsen, Ejumako Inyan, Brashebegani, and what is Kasano in addressing the press and at the Parliament of Ghana, calling for calm. Now, Utie, the first statement will make it, or say, I will appeal to the rank and file of our great NDC party to keep calm. Members of Parliament are in good hands, and we will work with due diligence. Obviously, we are not new in this house. I have been in the house for the last 14 years. I know the capabilities of all our colleagues. Some I met, some came to meet me. I have worked closely with most of our colleagues, and I can assure you that together we shall succeed. Etimolida Kasewi, Assembly over 14 years in here, Watina Parliament, he knows the ins and the outs of Parliament. And then he is not the person that, as or no by and Womeshe will be as in Jumada. When in Crawford do no aye Juma, he has worked under so many leaders, woman so at least woman man the opportunity to work with them. And the Deni Bruhahana El Kosudinano, he has called for calm in the NDC, especially. The supporters are more from Enjamena Maker, Atoforsen, and Eka. He knows the work that is at hand. He has assured you, sir, one more members of Parliament no ebeye juma abum in the interest of the party and then in the interest of Ghana. Because already no work as a crown where they can't serve a warning. Any notice, Eddie Ama president, any nabai said the kind on downsizing the government, a buying no ministers, any. Your friend is a presidential staffers. Any and a year Juma agencies nima. Ama a year the public a year debt air cost because your wage bill no esoni no. He has to reduce the numbers. And only the Atoforce in Eka. Atoforce in some road show until they'll begin to move from region to region, probably so to speak, be a constituency to constituency. Now the air cost to be no. One more breaking it down. I'm a Ghana for no. And with the consequences are for our economy because economic challenges maybe I won't tears here but Atoforce is under his leadership especially within this year there's a roadshow at one more day bar hitting most of the regions to break the issues down na afe obi anso etimi atias here the issues are air costs say within our economy and he's very clear and then he knows what he's up to. He knows the tax and impabua wababefa ede ashe. Why don't you give him the opportunity to also watch and see what he brings to the table, but rather crucifying him before arrival? And then he had the amendments here. The last point Atoforce is making is the special audit report ABBA on COVID-19 expenditure for the year 2022. Auditor General, beginning from 7th February, one more making sure said they will scrutinize it, especially the Finance Committee, of which I will know a member, or a ranking member on that committee, together with the Health Committee, Uraminta Kano, a ranking member, one more NDC minority on these two committees, will ensure, say, whoever that is found culpable within this Auditor General's report on COVID-19 expenditure, the needed actions will have to be taken. And then yes, worker. But it seems NDC for no address. One more speech way because as a for personal interest or more fighting man no far more than looking at the capabilities of the people who have been appointed. It is answer me here Atoforce in Khan and run up around the same time our parliament as NDC for party supporters do no adwin anyway no echi the omo ya ni say ba ni say na neck for asesa wo mo obi amane neck na asesa wo mebo amane say. That is the point. I mean, the party has taken a decision. You have to move on. There are 136 members of parliament. Obia to be a minority leader, provided said the person is not an individual. 1 year NDC, and on our concerns, you are raising genuine concerns. But aside that, Obia or part of the minority caucus stands the chance or the opportunity to become a leader. So why don't we give others the opportunity? But my uncle, the next video, Andra, one more started visitation. That said the earlier of the boss, they made a visit to the house of the Speaker of Parliament, Right Honorable Alban Bagbin, paying a courtesy call on him through an introduction. One more ekoko editor speaker say no one more any the new leadership party no one more yenhwe leadership ne visitor one more edi call Honorable Bagbin fee no na afi yambra.
And as part of this engagement, we visited the speaker's residence. Again, just a courtesy call. I have to say that we were warmly received. We also have benefited from his wise counsel, and so we are very encouraged by it. We thank him for that. Thank you very much.
What was his message to you?
Well, our priority right now is to make sure that we unite our caucus. That's our number one priority. And that is so important to us. Of course, you cannot lead when your crowd, your people are not united. And that's our singular focus. And we are confident we will do that.
The speaker is a member of your party. Does
Emmanuel Amakufibua, Elembele champion on the Western region. Yewazoye, or no, your deputy minority leader, speaking to the media after say Womo Ekokosra Alban Bagbin, Ewonifi, Right Honorable Speaker. Now, one more major priorities say leadership here you omwe enumia one more is to unite the minority caucus. That is their focus right now as we speak. Asudia your first responsibility, a tax on the new leadership Abano is to unite the caucus. They will put their team together. NDC minority members in parliament, will be able to sync with the new vision and women so carry as leaders. And that is focus on one more carry. And you heard Ato Forsen saying that in the earlier press conference, tape your boy at the Mao. Now Amakufibua has repeated same, and he gladly said, one more call Speaker Bagbin Hono open up the doors at the Mao. Na waje wamu wafel so watu wamu fo wani omu edi nkomo ewo kukwemu eni adie enti no they are rest assured say adwuma ne de wamu ebetimi aye, and then they are more than competent say wamu betimi secure peace among the minority members of parliament to get everybody in line. Na fe adwuma na nkasa say wamu ye ewo parliament ne so etimi aba, and these are what the leadership is calling for. Enti Hajobreo to a fine extent, one more person. This is not the first time our leadership as 6 years in Modibi, a year Munkona from Somra. Let other people have the opportunity and the chance to exhibit their talent, whether it was a coup or it was whatsoever. Yes, Munkona from Emra. Simple like that. ABC. My uncle, one more feel on party headquarters. My entire video no na Yembra.
We came here first to thank them, obviously, for the honor shown us and the confidence that they believe that we are the ones to lead the minority in parliament. We have also recognized that the work that they've given to us will require dedication and obviously a lot more than just sitting there. So we have said that we will deliver on just that. And then obviously we have agreed with the leadership of our party that beginning from today there will be a series of activities that we will be undertaking. The minority caucus will have a maiden meeting with our leadership and the party leadership on Tuesday 31st of January 2023. It is our hope that on that meeting we'll resolve all outstanding concerns. And we also wish to assure our former leaders that this leadership will work with them in good faith. And we know obviously that the Honorable Harun's leadership chopped a lot of successes, and we recognize that all of us are product under his leadership. Honorable Muntaka is a stalwart, and we in this leadership will often defer to them as long as decisions are concerned and to seek their input before final decisions will be made. We believe that this team will deliver the NDC a victory from the parliamentary side, and we are determined to do just that. As I've said, beginning from today, we have announced a roadmap, and we will execute just that. And I can only say that the MPP should rather get ready. The focus shouldn't be on our reshuffle. The focus should be on what we will do as a political party to better the lot of the people of Ghana. And that is why we are here today. Thank you.
Yabebo a year 50 created General Secretary Yabebo and so later on. But we will tell you something. There is a new leadership, and then speech your boy audio no any video no. I think this is what a leader must do. Uniting the front, very important. And Kessel Atoforsen has done same. But we as a media house, we are digging, and we are still digging to find out some of the reasons why such changes were a buyer as a surprise. And we will tell you more. Some of the things that you never knew. Yes. And probably so to speak, and you many be na what here probably say we are party in our buafua. Ebia also betimi asesa wadwe in that effect. And that is at Forsen visiting the National Party headquarters of the NDC. Endra wamuko Supreme Court eko koja chairman of Osuam Profo Madika aka no achi odada. One from ko backben ho ma board tape no ede amount. One party headquarters and I feel so the outgone leadership I feel the omo frase a wamo kasa. Ramuntaka Andra Okasaye, ma yentie sa tape no na yembra. Yeba yebeto aso edin common. Menti yembra.
We are equally concerned that the letters that were issued were not the decision of the party. Our party as NDC has about 4 decision-making group structures. First, the Congress, where all delegates meet to take decision. Second is the National Executive Committee, that's NEC. And then third is the Functional Executive Committee. It is when this group take decision, then you get the General Secretary and the Principal Officers implement. Then we also have the Council of Elders, even though our constitution says that they are advisory. Sometimes periodically they also give directions, and then the party tries to implement. We are firm, but I serve as on FEC. I serve on NEC. I go to Council of Elders as an observer, and I'm also on the political committee as an observer. Congress, all of us as members of Parliament are members of Congress. And the minority leader is also on all these levels. At no such meeting was there any agenda to discuss this. So it is clear that it is a letter, yes, written by the General Secretary, but the decision may be just the decision of some few people in the party, and we believe that our party should sit up, because Article 55 of the 1992 Constitution is very clear. It says that everything that we do must follow democratic principles. So we want to urge the General Secretary, and the most shocking part of it is that we were never consulted. I mean, I heard some of the officers saying that some elders were sent to talk to us. I'll be very happy to be mentioned which elder was sent to me to talk to me, because nobody spoke to me. And we are equally concerned that.
Okay, and that is a year, Honorable Mubarak Muntaka, as I was outgone chief whip, right, on the minority side, also expressing his concerns. Party and consortium, but in any case, you be you a dear. Yet here an African Paul. Kessben pursue you, my dear. Here I have a consortium here, but my money as a Kwame. You are the answer letter na bad. I mean, it's something that obviously it won't come. But the fact of the matter is also that they have indicated, the General Secretary and the National Chairman has indicated, there were letters written to them, the outgone leadership, had letters. As you don't get here once upon a time in an interview, stated some elders were sent to them to speak to them on the decision of the NEC. And see, those are some of the issues, any concerns on also a reason. But the Honorable Dominic Kayini Diano Honoma, Yemo and so Borga East, and then former Deputy Attorney General on the ticket of the NDC, Dominic Kayini, so our concerns. Let's watch and listen to that audio. Yaba na afe ya settle down for the discuss.
But I'm here on the basis of principle. The principle of consultation which has been established, okay, by the party in the selection of parliamentary leadership cannot be abandoned, in this manner. And the fact that a letter written to Mr. Speaker by the General Secretary without the endorsement of FEC, without the endorsement of NEC, is dressed as a decision of the party. Now remember that I refer to others, 7. It says designated by the party. That letter is not a letter of the party. And I'm saying that from a legal technical point of view, it is not a letter of the party. And so if there has to be a letter from the party, then there has to be a meeting of FEC. The matter has to be tabled and a decision taken, and the principal officers can then be told or instructed by FEC to implement that decision, to convey the decision to Mr. Speaker. So this is all that I can say. Some of us are fighting on the basis of principle. We think that what has happened is an affront to the dignity of the caucus.
That is a former Deputy Attorney General speaking to you in terms of law and what the party constitution states for the NDC. The consultations, as I said, FEC, National Executive Committee, together with FEC and then Council of Elders. Wamunyano ebomo eteki ansana such decisions will be taken. No is speaking from the perspective of the law. But once again, my NTS tape because we would want to read some provisions of the NDC party constitution. Yentie the former Deputy Attorney General na Yamraba.
But I'm here on the basis of principle. The principle of consultation which has been established, okay, by the party in the selection of parliamentary leadership cannot be abandoned, in this manner. And the fact that a letter written to Mr. Speaker by the General Secretary without the endorsement of FEC, without the endorsement of NEC, is dressed as a decision of the party. Now remember that I refer to others, 7. It says designated by the party. That letter is not a letter of the party. And I'm saying that from a legal technical point of view, it is not a letter of the party. And so if there has to be a letter from the party, then there has to be a meeting of FEC. The matter has to be tabled and a decision taken, and the principal officers can then be told or instructed by FEC to implement that decision, to convey the decision to Mr. Speaker. So this is all that I can say. Some of us are fighting on the basis of principle. We think that what has happened is an affront to the dignity of the caucus.
And this is a former Deputy Attorney General, and then Borga East, the Honorable Dominic Kayini, and also concerns when it comes to the law and the constitution of the party and some standing orders of the party. He makes references to Order 7 of the standing orders of Parliament, indicating the changes in leadership when it comes to the NDC. It has to be a party decision. Party decision will mean that decision will have to come from the NEC, the FEC, the Council of Elders, all these big organs, and as the wings of the party will have to come into agreement. And sign as a letter one more to notify the Speaker of Parliament there have been changes in their leadership in Parliament. But Marin Kwahomane so Emra na many a year. Dr. Safo Kantanka Eni Nkomo, Dean of Art at the University of Cape Coast, Associate Professor Eni Nkomo Anope. Doc, what's the card up here? Good morning.
Good morning, Emilia.
Na Empomo to say?
Oh, Nyanko Pondiate.
Very well. And the whole of the week, it seems NDC has caught our attention. Whilst other national issues are outstanding, are able to me at the Hong Kong. The much talk about changes in the leadership front of the NDC in Parliament. No, Akofan Sembebre na no at the Aba. What is the current state of the party with all the brouhaha and say?
Well, well, current state of the party, personally for another angle, and some of them are the drew. Answer a bit me, I can't say some way who you know. Or say opposition in Parliament at my own way.
Okay.
You heard you more, yeah. Player who said, Ebia, decision on what take it is here, and I bet one must say, man, I cost one. Also, as a local Parliament, opposition, no, a group. I'm here normal Bakumi and Sabi. The biggest one the woman say I'm making sure the government is held accountable.
Okay.
The beer buying beer and a minority for an answer say on better say Bekoyi. A baby boom contain when it Juma Dina. Okay. Now Obetina is Adana. It means that we here group Ombeye Ejuma Kasa Mone Bibia. And it's all parliamentary minority for no and opposition for no. Yes, be shadow cabinet.
Okay.
And it's a shadow cabinet. The answer who patches say position be a be what a buy or was executive no mono. Most will be over. And to say a be a shadow minister for aviation or for agri. A spokesperson on this. Santi Ebasana can be an acquired to say there. More leader on organizer.
Okay.
Sebia, and to say President Akufo-Addo executive nanimas cabinet, over parliamentar opposition leader no on no dear nim South in Bob Wamanu Yinana where place our leadership role. And this accountability now on my end and no so head the another so obey leader of the opposition or parliament no. And was also what certain qualities be.
Okay.
Also a leadership role and leadership say you move people into action. Okay. Yantinas no matna. And you also one kasa nipa no yobia na no atia otumi kasa. Also be otumi managing nipa. Also be on no ankasa so what certain qualities be the bia. Oh ye dignity. Ebia or self confidence or honest. Way nipa ye won cry say wonimu. And this a basa go so kasa yantinas e betna so kasa yan sorry e be sorry. Na me hwe de akwoso sesia na. It looks to me say decision now party ni take here no. On my time say no call more of the policy issue.
Okay.
Say abai no wo so no. Policy bureau de bebe ayan so ye dia e dey ba ne sen. Alternative ben ye wo. And this all here General Mosquito asem o kan na. O say 2024 elections no. There are three main things no mbebe ejuma. Economy. Yesika asem no. Energy. That is nyina menkane ana na asefo. And infrastructure. And he said, Nipo Modi or Mabano, at to force and leader no, only is into the economy. Your friend is saying, Ama Kofibua.
Yeah.
Honestly, energy. And is it Abuja?
Yes.
Also, infrastructure. These are all the leader no, so any panidi and Munazze, once a parliament and the leaders in the Casa most of the time. What we call front bencher. And it can be on a money to make Casa. And you say, who leader not some was an Indian, the another, time be having your opportunity. I can't. No man on himself. But I think that is not enough. And yet enough say enough person way Ubenya because me only opposition leader no for me the here umupa say said you bet manage a party for nina. Say from Mombeba, even outside the party. Or you be a Okase Uncle Shampany for party no Frampany for the banner. Or you be a cancer on Betiana. And this Nipan was our skills, no some personal qualities now. Leadership in parliament, no, easy man. A bit number say Nipan was knowledge, no, all right. But Kuomo woman, Nipan said that any booby manager into offering Pakroma. And I will hear kasa ekoso na nasefo na. What it means is that within the party answer na leadership no be take a decision we no. Honestly, o man nye consultation papa. O mo ye kra me visa ankoye. Nti a consensus building ankoye sana me hunu. Enu nti na ama ebi asoro agina no because na me ye sure say o man nye consensus building there. Na ye big blunder because say we Haruna Idris free as minority leader. Now the force in air bar. It was in the pair what parliament in Argentina. Say ya nyina ntum na sa wo force the ne bar. One here am front our parliament e be perform. Na ejuma e wo mo ye as minority no. Anko ye nti wo hwe say de e be 3 days ni we ye timi we anye say we ye say na for e be si general mosquito a dictator na so fa na chese consultation anye ejuma. E hono I'll fault the leadership. Say they made a mistake. Because this is a big decision. A big decision. We hear the party for the Yinam for mu
yes, but no, say what here General Mosquito interview away plus the General Secretary Fifi Kwete so aya. They have stated categorically say all the people one more a key stakeholders are necessary when we inform you a consortium. They did that. Now the question, the question would be, sir, should they consider say yeah consortium be for everybody to be satisfied, knowing very well say one more stated that and so say and fear idea yeah to the leadership of the party in parliament SSA. And this is not news. It is even an extension of time. After 2020 elections, more go 2 extra years after Nanado's first term, and then after their first leadership riot, so 2 years now, let a new leadership equally take over. What is so wrong about this? Consultation,
consultation. Sometimes you are only informing. Consultation is different from consensus building. Maybe is a consensus building. Maybe an ankoye.
Okay.
I was say come until sana your implemented decision, and this is where I think say be a ankoye because say okay there mpanyimfobia sorrow party mo kasa kasa na kamia say consensus building na ankoye.
I see. Now, when the party leadership, in times past, it is still the NEC, the National Executive Committee, and a nominating Crawford and as a selecting who becomes the leader in Parliament. Per precedent, they only inform the members of Parliament. Say, leaders are ye or more edia mamuni. It is not the onus of the members of Parliament to even vote and elect their own leaders. Times constitution.
Times change. So times change. Yentime nye ejuma debia te say debia ye na. Emra no o say ye hwehwe kwan anamoya ye tu say ye mistakes wo ba bi. Ye ne say na be ye emra sesa no wasesa ho bi. Se debia sa na moye na say nne no ukoya it doesn't mean say you shouldn't consult. What does it? And to me feel said that is where the problem is. And I think that but you see answer the decision normal taking it may be very difficult to rescind it. Until we are going forward, they still have to discuss it, consult, have a serious leadership meetings.
Yes, I don't know because the party have stated and Andra Utie Ato Forcing a visit to the party headquarters, addressed to the media, and he has stated categorically, sir, the entire minority caucus, in Parliament, together with the outgoing leadership and all the members of Parliament on the NDC side, will meet their party leadership on Tuesday, 31st January. For any further explanations, there be Bajamofa Doc Embrebium na Yintime and Twankomodieni so. And we are just trying to get the expert perspective on this whole thing and how it positions the party. A quite unbefaso, I will bet me a resolve in a very peaceful manner. None of report to us, and I'm to say, you be fine. Okay. So far, what you common be? Who say who every and then I want to treat you away.
Kwame, the whole day menai. The whole day menai.
Is that so?
Yes, and then menai na me follow up my year no maybe na Kwame baby dey bobo no. Me want different idea.
Okay.
The legal aspect of Ayini, that is true. Yesterday, last night I took my time to read the other 7. I'm who say constituencies in the elected parliamentarians, and the parliamentarians no in the UOM leader. So if there should be a change, parliamentarians and some more almost your model, say, and some of the parliamentarians are also saying say, and yes, idea no changes in the mumpo, they were not consulted, and all that. Kwame made them a different view. So doc sabano kasewia.
Okay.
Baby a me pesa me defa Kwame. Nipa bebre adwini so. Kwame Dr. Kwabnado for factor. E want same we see. If people don't know.
Accept there.
Issue ya be ya discuss.
Oh, sir.
Kwame. I'm telling you about facts.
Kessben.
Me say yen fa doc mremi.
Doc nyamayo. But I'm trying to read from the NDC party constitution, no? Okay.
Yes.
Na afe yahwe the role of the parliamentary caucus to the party. Na afe yahwe the National Executive Committee. Okay. National Executive Committee, you know, what are their functions? Then you come to the FEC and then the Council of Elders. Congress, you know, the highest decision-making body, yes, in the party. But we Congress, you know, everywhere there is a National Executive Committee. After the National Executive Committee, you know, one more functional executive committee. One more functional executive committee, you know, comprises of all the regions, you know, okay, it's a regional chairman, no, any one more regional secretaries, you know, okay, EBA parts. Of fake, or part of fake meetings, you know. And when it comes to such decisions, what ought to be done? Idea we need to consider. But I'm going through the party constitution. I want to read the caucus, you know. Idea one more just a few minutes, we will get there. Now, I feel Yetimi atin komono asiye. But I also have a very good insight as to probably how Ebia Haruna Idrisu, the party also decided to change him. Nana, some of the consequences, you know, the course in 2020.
Kwame.
Yes.
Kwame. No Kahubi. That is your view. Me say Dr. Kwabnado for Tiasma Beka. Dr. Kwabnado for Kahubi.
Why
and that changes we say Abba.
Why are they?
Kwame, I'll prove to you. Kwame.
Me too, Nana.
Me say Dr. Kwabnado for Kahubi. And
the factor
can be.
And
I wonder why nobody is talking about it. And it's a fact. Despite that, there are some MPs in Parliament who will never campaign for Dr. Kwabnado for.
Okay.
Almost side with President Mahama. But I'm telling you, say these changes, deep down, Dr. Kwabnado for factor can be. There are so many factors.
I'm more than eager to listen to your reason.
Oh yes, I know Dr. Kwabnado for factor cover.
Okay, mami kwa homa ni
Cobra.
Mami kwa homa ni sombra na yendi sa nkomo no. Mami ni Dr. Theo Richardson any nkomo. Dr. Timika, good morning.
Good morning.
Mpacho empombo ko there.
Yo adumi hu ye.
Very well. Yenda say anopen so waji so na University of Education, Boko Hodie.
Oh, you just Boko, Mentia Tibia.
Very well. Yeah, that's it. As a political scientist, the air course in I believe strongly, sir, Munina no more watchers of what is happening. Event AC or NDC must say. As an opposition party, I want to claim is they are the next alternative. To the sitting government and party in power. Politically, the decisions our party are taking to reform and Yemani be air course in parliament, changing their leadership. Any concerns are urban. Politically, what does it mean and where do we have to put the dot?
No.
Madam Asada, my from Anape, which I want to say here now. Ozikan, the either yet Piagin Kodo there. And I'm a pede or man in a yet Piagin Kodo. Legal and constitutional issues arising from this friend then event or this friend then what has been done by the NDC, this reshuffle. There are big fundamental political, legal, and constitutional matters. Only first thing. The next thing has to do with Obiba Federal Ogun. About Intina, why them changes in, and there are allegations today. Members of the NDC leadership in Parliament, led by Haruna Idrisum, were in bed with the NPP. Let's say Nazaba, watch there. Mahama, Ochoa, the Kama, I said in Katia, Lord, why them changes in. And as part of one changes are reorganization of the party towards the 2024 elections. Now, the washer, the leadership, why and Zemibia, I think will be still them one breaching from their hands. So, at this level, it remains an allegation. The only evidence to be okay. Both the remote causes and the immediate causes are too far. In the first place, you deal with the legal and constitutional matters and the political matters or issues arising from this.
Okay.
Your party, one hour for parliament, will call parliament on the ticket and in the name of a political party, our friend NDC. The same thing applies to NPP from. One call as independent in their own name. Otiedian, ya able to aba, yazaman, and I will be in the own flag bearer. No, so weighing as the flag bearer. Obabe leader of the party, when he wins political power, not obey president, in the name of the party, on the ticket of the party national, so nothing will be used. Each other in a party, no, or what grab you be. Papa power, your political arrangement, constitutional arrangement, your friend then mass party. One friend a friend and parliamentary caucus. Yeah, but can parliamentary party.
Okay.
In your headquarters. Also where you head chairman of the party and the general secretary of the party. Where you also directly elected by the members of the party. When you have one mandate from the NDC mass party. In a flag bearer, no so will be in. No so derive the mandate from the NDC mass party. All right. As more day be say young there NDC MPC and this applies to NPP. So NDC mass party no. When I work parliamentary, what for one parliamentary caucus? And one would derive one mandate from one. In the first place, NDC fund mass party no will be you want as candidate in their various constituencies. Yet to about constituency no what to about the way you want. That constituency, one about to about one. The assumption obviously is that NDC fund now what constituency what to about was the man. Why NDC mass party what to about was the man. But if you so constituency one, when your NDC members are attached, but depending on the issues, what to about was the man, or your parliamentary candidate now, or constituency, or your MPP or your NDC. Instead, them members of parliament, them would derive one mandate from one, would derive one mandate from the members of the constituency. In the Damza, they won't there was some autonomy. I want to say they would take more decisions. The relationship between the mass party now or your party headquarters in a flag bearer now way in the parliamentary party I want from parliamentary caucus. Say you to two ma amanazi bi wa ye ho a. Ye for America because this year ye presidential executive presidential system. America ye hu ada all one there. The party headquarters comes into existence only during elections. After elections, instead of a party chairman, party general secretary. So what will happen as a presidential candidate of Republican Party and a Democratic Party winner? Not be president. Everything revolves about them, Papano. But the two Muslims, one Congress comprising the House of Representatives and the Senate. Once we want leaders. Now the members of representative no. One House of Representatives. One can say we want leader to the Democratic Party when they were in opposition. One way in Nancy Pelosi no. And Nancy Yaraso Republican Party when your majority. One can say no way elections. No way you want leader. What about 15 times. Party headquarters to be even if they influence it, the party pay people what for you know, or your indirect influence. Since you are Republican Party to America, when you flag bearer, to the NDC, when you flag bearer, no, you who chairman be also I'm the leader. It's the leader of the party, the leader of the parliamentary party, our House of Representatives. Or he, friend then, one Senate was the but actually, the leader of the Senate or chairman of the Senate or one vice president. America for one arrangement. You have a Britain, where members of the party, representatives of the party now, what problem work for parliament? Only mass party, what problem work for parliament? The leader of the party now, majority will form government. That leader no be prime minister. When you're prime minister or a leader of the opposition, and he is the leader of the mass party, your friend parliamentary party. The leader of the parliamentary party only no appoint chairman. Not chairman party headquarters where you and they appoint people once where you party headquarters paid from the party's coffers. You general secretary, you national organizer, you women's organizer, you youth organizer. Them year you Congress to buy more directly. You be America, you go Britain. And Britain is in the chairman of the party, no, or to make them the leader of the party. Into maybe reshuffle, and I'm very determined who leads the party in the parliament. Parliamentary caucus or parliamentary party in the way the matter. Ghana, on the constitution na ye in a political parties law na ye 1992. So why amendment there? On the way create them constitutional problems in America. All right, because them are Maakye. But
that is also a unique system. Created the Amaya.
No, and yet, yes, you create a system and create a system, Papa. Them system na ye no mama. Your friend, the party chairman. In those days, founder of the party, today the role is nothing. One can say, will determine who should lead the party in parliament. Now, Mobe chairman of the party, obey leader of the party when the party has not elected a leader, especially when they are in opposition. Or ni antecedent to be Ghana. Now, the margin show in 1979. In 1979, Abra Yakwa elections, no, to Obama, Dr. Yele Man, who was the presidential candidate of People's National Party. The man by your president. The leader of the largest opposition party which was Popular Front Party, was Mr. Vitousu of blessed memory. Urban Damano, time aware proposing as the flag bearer or presidential candidate of PS, he was the leader of the party. That Roger was the party secretary, and I think Tolona Yakubu Tali, Elijah Yakubu Tali, was the chairman of the party. With Usi no Obeye, vice presidential candidate. All right. Your elections now with Usi when you're president, or SSIC, he was still the leader of the party. Into party leadership, direction that was so there. No, Cicero win, so you are not in charge of the party. More yeah, Assam Kaka. Into party learning something from it. Into 1979, 1992, yes, but MPP, what you said there. The leader of the party is the chairman of the party. So you have to obey your presidential candidate. Not presidential candidate. In win is that you become the leader of the party once you double as the president. So you have to obey the president now. The leader of the party devolves back to the chairman of the party. Here, separation of powers and checks and balances what built into the party. I'm a new one for party, party, and it is one of the fundamental pillars of democracy, which is limited government.
Okay.
Democracy is all about limited government. NPP for now both all create problems. What saying that representatives of the people at the constituency level, one of parliament is that. And then them go for them one say what leader. It must not come from party headquarters. In today, we said the NDC for now where did the come na general kasa. In the past, where then where you want leader. Munchaka in the hurry abuse now one know you want. Parliamentary party na one where you want elections. In the way you want na. No. Or yeah, selection and appointment be influenced by the party headquarters.
Okay.
Party headquarters and one work was the national executive, functional executive, and the council of elders or party elders. In a way, one way work deliberations, consultations, deliberations. No, with the book of into all your practice, you are better. My moon that is Sierra parliamentary party. No, what better either what said the matter. Yesterday, I reduced Nagas and Bobonism. There were some, let me say, misgivings expressed by other members of friend and one and one parliament. But what can I say? I know what you want to.
Yeah.
And he was a majority leader. Abra President Atamus or Atamus of blessed memory. Now, Abraham Muhammad take over 2013 now. No, what you do as parliamentary majority leader? Mubuana.
Exactly.
Into where now in there, almost so no because Nakatabia Wakampa on yet that you create somebody from an entity. Honora Cletus Awakano. As an over parliament in a big man lawyer. Rashid Perpo Wakan we. That why a press conference. Rashid Perpo Abra over parliament in a big man lawyer. Yan no lawyer boxer. In a being lawyer foreman warning NGO governors would train carpenters laying as a finishing a Binazi.
Kessben 92.9.
Nipper Kasa, or ya one show one Kasa baby, or bay. Or ya Nippon, a free.
Kessben 92.9.
As that all cordon. These are the political, legal, and constitutional area. It's however to standard. There are alternatives. But obeying to Mukade, you see, the chairman of the party will derive from the mandate from the party, mass party.
Exactly.
The one year party, he's the leader, general secretary, also he's the chief executive of the party now. All right?
Yeah.
When you flag bearer, into flag bearer, you say, Obiara, you say, or your presumptive flag bearer, or your bazo, Obiara, you say, the leader of the party is the chairman of the party. But the representative, you come NDC party, papa. Then, when they want to make hold the NDC party, or you only the parliamentary caucus, or your parliamentary party.
Okay.
All right. One represent only NDC, one represent members of the constituency. In a limited government democracy, into one customer NDC, one customer, all the members of the constituency. We're better the way you want leader. So yes, or that one can send away elections the way you want leader. Until we have to resolve these matters, including one the political parties in party law on each other, party Biara. When you they must have offices for every friend and
constituency,
every constituency and every regional capital, and I give it to them, or every region. Or you totally wrong. Me can lawyer be no way to menu. No ma court market challenge the matter. O send na obi into me yam brand on jam how every me party mo organize my party. Equal UK how labor party we organize one party no in a conservative organize one party nsunko wom or most will be anything but ultimately you will be your friend hostels conservative don't know why na wodi obi yenyi party chairman bi wo constituency ina edman fa your voluntary why na damo party chairman na general secretary at the national level at the regional level because on no big corruption emi mobatu aba na party chairman aso bakan ina meeting matu aba ana women's organization be juma no ye ina mbofom ka kamba wonbo brother when ye juma da sami awukum no wa no we party national organize youth organize wakati na radio do tida ma me ye ina wa no chabi white abre girls abre o che party we no nye baby sabra on ombre defi ina boys wogudu awo bre ewa nti dem na ohia party one candidate ina no hwe at the constituency level no hwe organize no na o use nkofo a wan wetu won ache da obeye eduma won na wa gbobra wo kwan look in 1979 meka pra me do 1969 in 1969 Progress Party the Rocha was the general secretary Menke chairman at that time remember 1979 Menke decently in 1979 Dam American PFP I had Yakubu Tali Tolona the Rocha was general secretary ewa PNP Professor Adamesa, that time Dr. Adamesa lecturer was podcast at full time. He was the general secretary of PNP. Now Okotreba Queen, I talked own fishing firm company of Actor Fishes. Now I want to all your in private life, what friend Mr. Coty. I don't know your chairman. All right, and son, we were regular. All organized party, CPP splitted group, about 17 of them. Boom. Into the more regular as an elder of the party from Kwame Appiah time. Only them standing. All right. Action Congress Party. The general secretary was the late friend and Papa your friend Kofi Awono. And I lecture university. I want your way in Wigma. Obiara enjoy. Them Mekwana wa to Abama na my party chairman ko timo party headquarters. All right. Into ndam kwema sebo to fletcher. And when I want mobra when you jina biara party say what one hihye did na dam nyimpai okọ party abenu kweya na omani sika na obobi o da hwe won nyipo do brother on ente deda on to electricity bill on to water bill on to before brother on that my 1500 how do I use this money to take care of myself samawara me na member in the other members of the family but na dam nyimpai yedi itum yamne ejumada onko ya nyimpa no waze democracy na yeye nyimpa no waze na yeye.
Okay.
But it's about the life of human being, not the life of stones and trees.
Okay. The interesting thing is that many have said, presumably, as Haruna Idrisu and Muntaka are becoming stalwarts in the NDC, they are waiting now as a woman control a lot of areas in the party now, and they are becoming more powerful to a far extent, as I said, you see some of their strength. One more strength is your leadership role in parliament. And in that case, we need to get them off the hook. Now you look at what is happening in the party as well. Maybe a leadership Nababedru say people are not even considering the competences of the new people into office.
Power play in the party.
Okay.
Now, you have to see Mahama is alleging that he's too cozy in parliament. He's in bed with NPP. All right? Into what you want. But the other side, I've been working there. Once was a reorganization. In confusion when the NDC leadership in parliament, or you're too northern heavy and Muslim heavy. In fact, before the Congress in Umpon, the others had complained there in the NDC leadership at the party headquarters. I was new him. Interceding them to achieve secure regional balance or ethnic balance into the Frontier from Central Region or the Western Full Abim, Western Yabim, Abuja Waho, Obisu Waho, Abuja from Adaklu, not Lebisu Shem Waho, no balance. So, open the way you party private or Bear Mahama. Naturally, I didn't regional balance and equity. Abba, it's the Damona work on where as for the immediate causes, the young there, only power plane, on Chariba Mutaka, on here, Vika, Babi telling me that Babi a tyrant, Nena. Nay, the Babi is a senior man. It's a Babi a Mahama and a partial contest will be relationship. How can away you wait to because on your name, that is the remote cause. Immediate cause I say that party leadership being to our support our friend and a friend.
I said don't get here. Yeah.
I said in Katia, even in Bokan, I said in Katia. General also mosquito. Waka home. I'm a sister, what bleed anemia wombo. No, my DC. None one support one support the Civic was one of their own in parliament. And here on way to parliament here on here review. In the work of party work to Obama, no pedo no control here. It's one way parliament to us. Yes, we are among quite. Our Cassano who mandate it derived from only NDC people. And they derive from the whole of the membership of the population of the constituency. It is a power play. We have to amend ground, prolific ground for corruption. This is the whole of Ghana. A crime scene. Allegation that we National Development Authority, where you know, be a prepare a obvious come what you call what is 50 something what you call court or friend coffee body mechanism. Why me? What Jessica? So the whole Ghana a crime scene. One more day, record their user. And then to can in a darker the wood. You know, what is used for you, man? Into can walk on other park with Momo, not for car with man. Into Yama Ghana and I crime scene. In some Kaka, Maka won't there. Mason a yaya, she said, yaya transition near call or friend then. Constitutional rule from Little Wood. It's a yaya, unloaded a Madina, more parliamentary, marine trauma of the party on control. Into FPP must learn a clue from this. I don't share BBC. What are the lessons every voting with you if you imagine? And what in them of better wider way? Or this is a one well learned that what is over to happen when you leader based on competence. And at the matter that regional balance, ethnic balance, religious balance, on many on this integrate.
Okay. Mami na wasi ya no pay ede wadaji.
Masum da se da masum no wa with me na. Nam Jim de da maka o down. Se we ya in fact, every marker make come concluding dey. The young choose the Westminster system, cabinet system no. Na efombu o many. Na the presidential system on Africa.
Okay.
Because there were history other one there, you want you na be feeder on you mo open oye. Into a president am open oye. Sister young there, a president impo, a cabinet to advising or on fact. No. In our traditional system of government, on the council of elders or sit in constant consultation and deliberation with him. Let's say I can't tell me no one fact. What you was not working? What you was not working? Let them not see Sierra. Council of elders one atom. Obi to Mumfa, what were you advising? Or they created the Madina and for presidential. No, what to more? The party with the majority now where you were leader. The leader or a prime minister or any domain. One what to wait for the work of Britain.
Thank you.
Good for the country.
Very well.
Effective checks and balances. Government is from the parliament, from the representative of the people. In the Kamaka and the pay what the matter mean.
I'm grateful for your time. We are grateful. Eddie, Doc, and Menino, Eddie and Komono, Dr. Theo Richardson, and Menino, Eddie and Komono from the University of Education, Winneba, and I know Yadino, Eddie and Komono, bringing us to exactly 40 after 8, Kessben 92.9. Now, I want your interviews in the baby. I'm coming back to you, but Mamintio, na afe yemra the other subsequent issues.
Yes, Kwame.
Yeah.
Sir, the legal aspect no more say. Parliamentarians should have been consulted and also choose their own leadership and all that. Former Attorney General.
Yeah.
Dominic Ayini. He was particular about the heading of the letter, and I say the release in their Bible. People are not getting it. He was particular about how it was described in by law. Actually, said there's nothing like national executive. So the heading was National Executive of National Democratic Congress. You understand? Which, according to Dr. Ayini, and and that was wrong. There's nothing like that.
Okay,
so
and I think
which needs to be
interview,
corrected.
no. But the decision is not a national party decision.
It's not national party decision, but was basing on how the heading,
okay,
the letterhead of NDC, and how they address it. A whole officer legally and yet no credit. And I've been hearing people are saying, as I see a JAMA, the parliamentarians, no, in the UOM leadership. Some of the NDC MPs are saying it. Are you not been hearing it?
Yeah.
Yes, the committee. I don't agree with them. And the committee, I don't agree with them. They say, Kwame.
Yes.
When we read the NPP constitution, NPP constitution, my mean for related kakra, Article 13 was a parliamentary group. Was the parties members of parliament shall form the parliamentary group, which shall have rules and regulations not inconsistent with the constitution to govern its activities. The election of the leader, the deputy leader, the chief whip, and the deputy chief whip of the parliamentary group shall be done by the National Council.
National Council.
By the National Council. Now, when we go to clause 4, was it the National Council and the National Executive Committee shall respectively review each year the performance of the parliamentary leadership and spokespersons with a view to making appropriate changes where necessary.
And here NDC party constitution.
That's the NPP party constitution.
NPP, okay.
Then they use the same thing to do the reshuffle.
Okay.
You understand? It means that the neck of the National Executive Council is the neck of NPP and the Council of Elders now party constitution they have the power to make changes in the parliamentary leadership.
Okay.
Per their constitution. They make what I say. And it was accepted by parliament. So at the end of the say the Mr. Sedun Ketia ACCR. It is not legal. Apart from Dr. Dominic Ayini, said the heading was bad. Legally, it's not right. So it needs to be corrected.
Okay.
But apart from that, say MPP Diano, yet me accepting in parliament, the speaker of parliament, it me accepted and then Mr. Sedun Ketia, there's nothing wrong with it. Because according to them, I have heard Joseph Yamin say the Function Executive Committee, the FEC, was consulted.
Okay.
The Council of Elders were consulted. The Council of Elders includes the
former president.
The former president.
Yeah.
You understand? And the neck
and the funder
also consulted. So this brouhaha should be stopped. And also, Martin said some of the parliamentarians say they were not consulted. That's the reason why now Kwame, let me say this. Yane papa yane ne kasa sisi ya. Kasa no wa make allegation bi. Na allegation na ekoso. That's what I'm saying, that President Mahama should come out. No other addressing issues. Had it not been that.
Okay.
This thing I hear will be a disaster for NDC. Kwame.
Yes. Kessben. And I will the same thing.
Yes. Now let me tell you something. The reason why I may say Dr. Kwabrado for factor was our changes with him. According to this man, Anane Kasai, was say there's a rumor and speculation say it is President Mahama who wrote to the National Executive there should be changes the parliamentary leadership of NDC. And I'm also told there's a speculation going on, say President Mahama in that letter stated that he doesn't like the way the leadership of NDC leadership in parliament being nominated by Northerners.
Allegedly, almost as a letter near fake.
That's what they are saying.
Yes.
So until say a fake, no, that's why we are saying that President Mahama should come out to clear that. Or Kwame, a speculations a bekosa.
Yeah.
If Mr. Sedun Ketia and I say Mr. Fosuampofo, it will continue baby say he has President Mahama's support.
Yeah.
During the National Executive Council, National Executive elections. Next, President Mahama, it means issue statement to say when Tao be a chair. I didn't know my ultimate mouth team dinner we see. Yesterday I told you
on Kasa and
yes.
now issue statement.
Yes.
Okay.
Yesterday I told you say when Otufo went to UN, our Kokasaya Anya President Mahama then he issued a statement through Mr. Julius Debra.
Okay.
Jamaican what I say. It is a we say Nkoya. I didn't see the whole quite say. Obey issue statement about Bonchabaka say let us now echo about say men are mature to command National Executive Council to make a changes no and yet the fake so that abotayamo beba the moment now we are silence no it makes suspicion automatically follow you. Now Kwame, listen to me.
Me too.
Kessben.
My goodness.
Me too.
Takwabrado for the fact that Ekasa division.
Okay. Let me understand.
Let me bore you with this.
Okay.
President Rollins.
Yeah.
Also President Mills and Sir, late President Mills and Sir, for the Swedway declaration, supported him to 2008 our moving elections. President Mills say you consult President Rollins 24/7. But during the first year, almost a year into the President Mills administration,
yeah,
President Rollins felt that he's being ignored. And President Mills was running NDC with the ideologies of the Ahoys. Today, Menai, the Ahoys. So, President Rollins felt betrayed and decided to take the party back to field somebody or take President Mills away. That is why Nana Kunadu Jamal Rollins contested as a first vice chairman. You understand? In 2009, just to get closer to the neck, and also to the the grassroots, to nurture herself to become the next flag bearer after in the next election.
Okay.
So Nana Kunadu Jamal Rollins, we were told he said it somewhere, say if say you know as a flag bearer, Obechusu Mr. Babin, Sumanu Babin, who was then the majority leader then,
okay,
as his running mate, just for making you.
Me too.
Then
Kessben.
that thing Mr. Babin 2010 was reshuffled. Because the fear say Babin any Manada Kunadu Admiral Rollins, a woman herself to become to contest President Mills. Babin Nuhubi. And Babin could whip some of the MPs to do underground work. Because that Rollins was also a powerful, and most of the MPs are no more parliament. They were there because of President Rollins. Nature them. Ubiti say Mama Yariga, Haruna Drusu, you just named them. Akurugutia, Mones Daibina, because they were there because of Rollins. So Babin was reshuffled and they call water, sanitation, and whatever. And Cletus Avoca came to dash or ruin the aspiration of Madame Kunadu Admiral Rollins. Kwame, the same thing and they cost today.
Okay. Make me understand that part. Yes.
Dr. Kwabnadufo, who is contesting President Mahama, granted interview our TV3, and he said, "Si elected or not, obey the flag bearer of NDC. Obechusu Haruna Idrusu, and I said Sumanu Babin, who is the current Speaker of Parliament, as a running mate. But when he mentioned Haruna Idrusu, how he described Haruna Idrusu, it makes people think that Haruna Idrusu, if he's not been taking Haruna Idrusu away from the parliament, Haruna Idrusu underground will work towards Dr. Kwabnadufo.
I see.
I'm telling you, Kwame. You see, nobody should take this for a joke. It's a fact. It's a fact. From day one, you say Haruna Idrusu ne President Mahama. because time ani ye be choose the running mate for President Mills. Nana Akufo-Addo Adjuma Rawlings preferred Betty Modi Drusu. Some of the party hierarchy preferred Haruna Drusu and President Ena Ebiusu so prefer Mahama. Then eventually President Mills chose Mahama. You understand? Immediately when President Mahama buy, you know ye na ye media choir and no man in
2012 when he won the election, the first part of a selection for ministers now Haruna
Nkahu until they fought because Haruna was the communications minister at that time. Until when President
at the time
Mahama,
of President Mills, yes,
as young as he was at that time, he was included in the President Mills cabinet just to inspire the youth into the NDC at that time. So when Haruna first list Nebana Haruna Nkahu,
yeah,
there was a
agitation in the north. Yes, I remember clearly.
They gave him the trade ministry.
Exactly.
When the trade ministry was flourishing, he was taken back to the federal say.
Trade ministry ne kra no any deputy no confusion.
Confusion they knew because Bandapo had already contested, was trying to contest the
youth organizer position
in the youth organizer, and President Mahama partnered him so that there would be a confusion. And when the labor agitation was all over the place, they chose Haruna to go and head the labor
ministry.
So that I need the order that Kwame, let me rest my case. So what I'm saying is Kwame, they took Haruna away together with Muntaka because they fear say Haruna will work underground and it can whip some of the MPs to work underground for Dr. Kwame Appiah Kubi.
Okay.
Because Kwame, this idea what is going on, the explanation that was given to President Mahama say election 2024 will be based on economics. Kwame, this idea and President Mahama etutu mu no place so okay and your mon kokoya dia and your now 2024 elections flag bearership should be given to Dr. Kwame Appiah Kubi because he's an economist.
I see.
Kessben.
Now also can say
because Dr. Kwame Appiah Kubi among the NDC
former governor of the Bank of Ghana.
His time that you're attending the
former finance minister.
Yeah, finance minister. Yes. On no time as a finance minister.
Yeah.
And a Ghana, you reach your finance, you're attending the first single digit.
Inflation.
8% inflation.
For close to 13 to 16 months.
This time, Ghana went to IMF for be antenna. Dr. Kwame Appiah Kubi went to IMF.
Yeah.
But nobody heard it until from 2009. You call 11 that we went to IMF. BBC 2022. Difference here, how many years? Nobody heard it until Dr. Kwame Appiah Kubi ever about Chabe say, yes, I went to IMF, but nobody heard it. That's an expert. It is a
justification. I want more
there's a scheme.
To force a more finance person,
yes,
more of an economic person,
yes,
and or your economist, in that sense, 2024 will be fought on that front.
Yes,
economy, energy, and then infrastructure.
That's it.
Sasa debate no more day, but then it means I see
because among the whole NDC, he's the campaign. He's the strongest
in terms of the economy.
He's the renowned economist within the party. If that is the justification, Kwame, we say there's nothing like that. They fear Dr. Kwame Appiah Kubi, and there's a one assertion.
He thinks that Dr. Kwame Appiah Kubi AET into the parliamentary caucus.
I'm telling you, that's why they have changed Haruna, because somebody can't catch us. He said it. TV3. So Owinia Haruna will be his running mate. It is all over the place. You can go and check it out. Those who doubt me can go to YouTube. It is all over the place. So the idea is Dr. Kwame Appiah Kubi pay his age or be a flag bearer. Let's say Haruna be a running mate. Dr. Kwame Appiah Kubi will go once. Then Haruna will take over the party.
Kessben 92.9.
I see. For 2028.
2028. And then
interesting.
There's another rumor. There's another rumor saying that. And Kofa so moya Dumama New Patriotic Party.
Yeah.
Haruna is part of it.
That is the tag guy.
That's a tag. Muntaka is part of it. Alote Jacobs, Kokwedi Dohu, Ofusu Ampofo, any Nkofuni. Na Kwabiti. There's a rumor and speculation. Say they are planning for Dr. Kwame to become NPP for the ND group no I meeting.
Yeah.
Say push the agenda of Dr. Kwame to become a flag bearer. Then yes I don't know. They will make sure that Dr. Kwame the first license of the bank now that was revoked will be given back to him.
And then see allegation and Crawford.
Yes, Kwame. We have a lot to see. No time. We will serialize it. Therefore, Bako crazy. This is Kessben. Take it from me.
All right, Nana, thank you very much. 57 after 8. Now, Obia testimony say, it seems I said and Crawford said there was no need for change. I'm trying to trivialize the issue. No, I'm not. I'm not trivializing the issue. Nana, I'm not trivializing the issue of changes. My point is that in the NDC constitution, it is not established anywhere. Okay? Yakai constitution. What is our be interview? I'm still reading the NDC party constitution. It is not established anywhere. Say, as I said, parliamentarians now the UM leadership. And only a wrong assertion. We should get it straight. So legally, it is not in their party constitution. It is the onus of the party leadership at the national level to select or nominate one party caucus, leadership and that is precedent. The concerns are MPs in one a concerns of no consultation.
That's all.
And only I agree perfectly with them. Okay, but my point is that whether you like it or not, consultation or no consultation, nomination not be. Now everybody will tell the American one way you way. In that sense, are you also going to say you want to work with them, Anna? Now, instead of looking at the other positive side, it seems more of we are fighting for individual interest. Okay? And your Muntaka and your Haruna. On Tuesday, when the news broke, I sat here and I condemned it.
Oh, yes.
Say to take a decision. Yeah, I did. To take a decision without better or further consultation. Okay? Or better still, even letting the MPs know, say, this is the decision a party not taking. And you're wrong. But baby, as a commodity, as a personal interest, override the general interest of the party. Now, my concerns are that at two force now, as the new leader, when you're little fish in the parliament, okay, wako the fourth term near Nana, we try 2024, wako parliament for 16 years. Are we saying at two forcing only parliamentary procedures are now? In any case, when it comes to the economy, who is the ranking member on the finance committee? It is Ato Forsen. He's always speaking on the economy. Even when John Mahama will speak on the economy, Ato Forsen will have to lay the foundation. And this is the person we are talking about. And if we are to make argument, yes, Muntaka Ababe Yenidie, Haruna Idusu, a lawyer, why Yenidie? You understand? In the wisdom of the party, they feel so over from there. Why should there be a brouhaha? 6 years, and then per president, they also tell you again, say, every major election we be 4 years we be there's a change in leadership in parliament, just as the NPP does. NPP, 2020 abewie. Sarah Ajuasafo was the deputy majority leader. Is that not the case? Say who is the deputy majority leader? That report efutu mrase bedwani afenyo market enti aden na eno no de dede ama ho. Are you getting my point? Then again, we crowd the amount another extension of 2 years. Enti what was 6 years as a leader. My point is that party not taking decision. You have inner ways of resolving your own problems and challenges. Already the national executive any new leaders now banner catch them say they will engage everybody on the 31st of January. Why don't you wait for that time and be holding press conferences? And clearly, Nana, so Omokatra said they are doing regional balance. Me, presumably, I may also agree with them. Because Ghana Hano, and your voters in Kwane to Obama NDC. Which hear me? And you're not in as in Kwane to Obama NDC. And I'm coming to that point. Say, no, Nana, some of the decisions, I didn't come out okay? The party may have done this and have taken this decision as a result of Atofos Nswejuma Waye in the central region. And then Ama Kofibua as deputy minority leader, Ejuma Wanoswaye in western region. And I'll tell you why. Now in 2012, the parliamentary seat near northern region. Okay, NDC was holding in 2012. NDC was holding 11 seats in the northern region. How na Idrisu constituency no? Okay, the region I don't know. So we are powerful now. Control region. It must reflect in the party voter everywhere ever. Now presumably Nana, as we speak this morning, NDC Anakevri is a northern region. Yeah, one of their strongholds. The story is no longer like that.
7799.
Okay, 99. Maybe I'm coming to that. Bawumia has been able to break that particular chain. And John Mahama against Bawumia. Okay, Bawumia is winning more votes in the 5 northern regions as against John Dramani Mahama, who has been president before. Now,
before you continue,
yes,
northern region.
Kessben
Kwame, we should also not forget that on the northern region, Yachemu.
Yes, I'll come to that. I'll come to that because yes, so we put 5 nina together.
No, not the 5.
No, I'm
not
coming.
The 5. The northern region.
So we'll put 5 nina together. All the 5 regions. So we'll put nina together. The NPP is still leading. The NDC. Okay. Now I'm telling you on record. In 2012, NDC won 12 seats, 11 seats. Sorry, in the northern region. Then it came to NPP. Okay. In 2012, they won 6 seats in the northern region. Okay, that was the time you can confidently say the northern region was a stronghold of the NDC. Now
NDC
winning 11 seats in 2012. Now bottom line 2016 NPP 6 in 2012. Now 2016, this is what transpired. In 2016 NDC presidential, okay, 53.2%. NPP enya 45. NPP enya 52.7%. So it tells you that even in terms of presidential, NPP was leading in 2016 in the northern region. Then you come to the parliamentary seat in 2016. NPP, okay, and then NDC. You clearly see the NDC in 2016 had only 4 votes, 4 seats. Nana Etiwa winning 11 seats in the northern region, okay, in 2012. Now 11 seats, Etimia Tiaba 4 seats. The question is that where was the value of Haruna Idrisu as at that time in that particular election? The influence, as people are saying, say Muntaka influence, Haruna influence, these are the dynamics. And I'll come to the western region and the central region. Then you come to the New Patriotic Party winning a whole 13 seats in 2016. Then you come to 2020, no nana, one more team chemu pepe. Because from that time, 2018, yacheche regions, you understand? So we are now having 5 major blocks in that up north. Now, northern region itself, they say NDC were 9, NPP were 9. So the point is that where does it lie? Then you come to the central region. The central region in 2016, where NDC lost massively. Okay, they were only carrying about 4 seats in the central region in 2016. It took somebody like Atoforsen, the influence, okay, very encouraging. One year as the regional campaign coordinator for that region, coordinating most of the constituencies. Then coming to 2020, he has come back to win a lot more of the seats, bringing the NDC to somewhere around 13 or 14 seats in the central region as we speak, picking it from 4. It tells you categorically, say who person will compare. Haruna has done his bit for the party, but Atoforsen, the influence in the central region and even by far extending it to the western region. In the western region itself, 2016, the NDC lost a lot of constituencies. Okay? A lot of the bloc were coming from the western north part. And in 2018, now, I can't no more. Any your friend is Samson Ahimo and lobby Yama 2018. Yet western north region. Okay? At the free western region, a lot chunk of the seat, NDC lost. In 2016, it was just the Amenfi West, Amenfi Central. Okay? And then somewhere around former Deputy Rose Minister, Wasampoho area more, and the NDC etimi winning from Takrade to Takwa, okay, to Prisia Winnie Valley. Barbara Mubeji sa seat in the question is that how was the NDC able to bounce back in the western region in 2020 say ye kese womwaje Amenfi East, womwaje Amenfi West, womwaje Amenfi Central, Pristia Wini Valley, womwaje di Free Barbara and Sem. It took the personality of Ama Kofibua, Katrina Feku constituency, womwaje nyina. Okay? Sa enzima block honi nyina, even your friend is saying Jomoro Mamia when you have problem with the visa issues and the citizenship issues nyina. Ama Kofibua made sure say in the Enzima block the NDC captured everywhere. Womwaje nyina. In the Amenfi block, womwaje nyina. Okay? Then you come to Pristia Wini Valley, womwaje. Even Takwa George Mekuduka Wohono, they almost wiped the seat from the New Patriotic Party for the very first time. Okay, Woko Esikado Ketan, they were telling you, say, Mamini Winnie, Professor Grace, why no, and no, what they call court challenging it. So it tells you clearly, a Jumani the influencer, Ama Kofibu and Swayede, are here in the Western region. Now, if they are to put everything together in consolidating their gains as a party, comparing the North, the vote that is coming from there, comparing the Western and the Central, the votes that are coming from there, nobody can categorically say, those people who have captured the leadership of the NDC now, they are little fish in the party. Who come with respective regions now, when we influences, no Abuama NDC na capture more seats. Okay, so if you are looking at the gains for the party going into 2024, okay, they would also want to appreciate the Central region and appreciate the Western region and appreciate the two key personalities. One also a year, you must sit no. What two major regions no appreciate here. Now, what then will be the argument? Okay, Muntaka did well by making sure the new Edobiasia NDC lost in 2016. No, the seat was recaptured. We acknowledge that. Okay, but the point is that there are other people who equally have the knowledge. Nobody is trivializing the issue to an extent. They say, "Obi kasi I didn't know why no fair." My point is that one more treat you more fairly because they are saying say a lot more of the people were not consulted. But it also doesn't mean say what they have done no illegal. No, Nana Frimpo has stated this here. President, and the it is the party national executives, have every authority and every right to make the appointment. So one more per se, a time will come. Now parliamentarians now no better about your leadership. Then they should make amendment in their constitution. Simplicity. It put the matters to close. Because it seems to me as the leadership now, Abbas Esiano, people are not even considering their strength. One most capabilities and their competencies they can bring on board to support the NDC. So these are the arguments. I mean, whether you are happy because you are a supporter of Haruna, or you are not happy because your person they are all our friends. Have come against it. Said the national executive, if they are a serious political party, they should know how to consult on certain important issues. Yes, that one you cannot take it away. Say, as you don't get them, well, that's sorry. Now, assume the die, I say, take a decision. Say, the party is bigger than as you don't get here. That point has to be established clearly. But in the absence of that, once the decisions have come, as a comfort person, because they're competent, they cannot do the job.
Well, they can do it.
They can do the job, of course.
The manner, and
you're criticizing at the end. The way forward, is for you to look at the competencies and the positive side of the people who have equally been appointed. Some time ago, Namu Helia to force it. And your friend is a Mahama Yariga, right? For tackling Bawumia on the economy. Is that not what the NDCs were doing?
Yeah.
Everybody yeah. Mahama Yariga Efre Bawumia, one friend is say, Bawumia Krum Grade. Adam Smith, Wale Adam Smith. Now NDC for the Niaji. If Mahama Yariga is to become a leader right now, will you equally be up in arms? I don't go. Okay, so these are the key people speaking to the party. And for and on behalf of the party when it comes to issues like that. So why then is the party members and some people are when you're happy, up in arms? Haven't they done enough for your party? Those are the questions. If you mean so, then it means that you are not treating them fairly. Say, party for no so kase. Okay, one more recently, one more decision. And you are to force in free. What? Do you think the people of the central region will also be happy with you? I mean, we must reconsider some of the decisions because you are tried the fine.
Now, Kwame, I need calculation.
I am be Bama question tried Yakoba. As Yanko,
Yo, Kwame, me da say, for ye radium and a high hurupa.
calculation yet to be free near you be free Kwame Appiah. Yet to be free near you be free near Kwame. Anopai midu era Grace Gift Herbal. TME pa Grace Gift Herbal Clinic and an anopai middle aircraft. Meba chaw o yade bi how yade bi atro so ma wan kasa no unia hoto Grace Gift Herbal se men kan cho se anopai tuturumika ne bra na so ho na onsa yade ema also ho entowo na mibusa se stroke yade na adwedwe agudem stroke yade amoye mobo meba chaw Grace Gift Herbal se anopai nyagidie na tuturumika bra na wonwa na ontu oyade na se kma emfa ema wo so unyina wona so pa na Grace Gift Herbal se ye kan say no se stroke yade no achare adiba 15 years kwa na ba obema obibiduanom no ma obi di astrasra ho na onche ubonsa wonya hoden a wo kɔ wadwuma pa nti we die ayasamde afa wo sihye yade diabetes ha wo mepa chawo Grace Gift Herbal se bra na wonso wo moa diabetes yade na ma so ahwan ama so ate no wo ba bepoa na wonso so ho atopa mepa chawo empanyi so ton yade a na wonya ho aduro ti kɔ ho anopai na Grace Gift Herbal won sa yade ema yade no wontu ase kra ema o diabetes ne emfiri ho hypertension ha wo hepatitis A B C D and E and nso edi unya typhoid fever ulcer na ha wo bema u prostate no yasoko krankra ba bedam Grace Gift Herbal se wo de bra enko ba bia bra no mfa bibidro na nanom de odija ye no bi no eno nko anu mfa ntu prostate na se ema won so oho entowo na wo se menka ncho se anopai bema won so okwakudo nsuo so a uwura da mo na ema egro ho wono oba uwura da wo ho pe na oba egro ho no Grace Gift Herbal se bema bra no mo wono a wa doctor so ba obayi oba ma ne yitu ne nsam no mpedro bi nya ho mfama wo bo se eni chebi bo se oba ma na aye kese goyi ntwe de ye nyina da ye nsempa ye nkɔ hoi na anopai wo moaye pa awafo e mo nso mama so mara hen okunu ana oyere anopai Grace Gift Herbal se won so bre na wo moa mo na ma wo so no enkonkan awade mu nhyira ba ko ma enti se ne wawade ache na mo pema munya bia Grace Gift Herbal se won so bra na anopai wo mo meba cho hwe na kira kwan bo Kumase Ohwimju School Junction Ohwim School Junction wode wani akire barakase kwan so no a wode wani akire kwan so a wo kono ho a obehu Grace Gift Herbal wo ho ana wo nkran so a wode foni akire mu wo New Achimota Petroleum Air Banglo ho ana obehu woni me ba chaw bibi chire wadweno so na opeso ne Dr. Bonkoma Fred Grace Gift Herbal CCA na wono wa Bonkoma 0244 126 123 0244 126 123 anase 0246 518003 Fred CCA na anopai wono Bonkoma afei prosini na duro na
Honorable Fifi was a two-term member of parliament. Yes, we know. 2020 and a one contested him. So from 2012 to 2016 and then 2016 to 2020. 2020 na one Kobi. Voluntarily he decided not to contest again. And that is it. Thank you very much. But yeah, don't have to say no at the bro. Last week, we brought you a very sad story. Ghana's day of shame. Proving to all of us, Yama Yesika Diama crying to me. Yabese sasika no ne yakotu agumrem na bibia no asei said ye pay ho no saa ne ye ho enti last week ukuada no we brought you a footage of the Esipon sports stadium in Sekondi Takrade anyhow stadium no esi asei afa say ye ka say no eno de dia to TV no screen so no say uti already abetime adjoin live on Facebook now Reverend Paul ya ye adwuma way from last week Wednesday be see no pay ye ka say nipa bia ni krom ha we responsible wa ban we mu GFA for enkasa National Sports Authority for bia nka ho hwe so it tells you clearly say they are very much happy with the current state of the stadium omwanije say Esipon ayesi stadium aye kope bosia de see ahead of Can 2008 and ayesa no. It tells you clearly, baby, or my way, your focus, any your vision, your nisu adi no, baby, a tilted differ. And yeah, yes, ye betena ho ya hwe ama asay and then egusua no essay more because obi an take responsibility na no obi an take responsibility but ye twan krofo ka wo krum ha oman yi mu krofo je akatua ye de meni wo taxpayers ye sika no de etete ne da bia no eno ne ye de tua wo moka wo mu di no mo ye kutukutu you see but obi an take responsibility ye see ni fe ye ko bia no hwe ni fe inviting painful e okrom yi mu nyina oman yi mu nyina be games efe na wie ye nie from 2008 na wie ye nie Esipon Sports Stadium no na wie ye anadopay wo hwe e wo Facebook no $35 million na keke because ye ntimi ahwe so stadium yi said ya ye si hoi no emfaso bia ma so ti ye ka say na Frimpong wo mo manage stadium no kra na nka ye nteka anka chese ye ntimi manage because said ye betimi aye a treaty stadium no eno an ye hu na no pay sometimes Mama nipa ekasa too much. The leaders of our nation, sometimes Mama nipa ekasa too much. Your such facility a ya abandon yenya ne hwe. Leader bia nko he. The youth and sports minister doesn't care. Monam na musi astrotef. Kwa no amubenya bo ni sika amubenya wienti. Any contractor mube inflate. Any backdoor negotiations are money contractors ebe meki. Na majemo kickbacks inti. We are more interested in going for new projects than said yes already now. President Kufuor come ye just you. Because President Kufuor ye no munya hu kwandewa ensa. Kwandewa no munya binsa ewo ho. Moko fa Chinese ne ba sa wo mumma be ye renovation na China ni no metua kickback en fa ma en kwandewa no munya binsa. The money nam ana mu ye new project yesisi astrotef krono kwadewa a mu benya sa wo hunti mu ya far more interested in that than say we be renovate sports stadium way. Sports minister ba kona ba de free yire yire esiama wabako esiposi ho wanye ne hwe. A free young crab by 2014, Echo Brazil Coba Besuye, a sports minister, stadium Romo and Yennehe. The artist is Waba Mustafa, what a sweet so air, Wogusua air, a basa young Kokata, and Fasicanco Brazil, dear with mutual budget, change koje because on Quadewa. Munim kwaya ye faso manage diaba. The bianso mo pese ye de ne masem nsem. Ekwan faso aye manage ade mu nim enso da bia mo pese ye de bibi sem nsem. Mo ye very incompetent. Nana yet to be renovate stadium we are. The people who have been at the sports ministry are very, very incompetent. And we do not know the service I'm render to this country. The Muniman say yansisa meeting. Yansisa Juma this is Kabegu ye bottom and no kwana moda sorry amodwe. A Juma a babra musika in your own pocket and amodwe. You people are very incompetent and very disappointing to this nation. Don't you also your member of parliament? Also, that's your minister. Nana Medjin Kwame Appiah, the Western Regional Minister, was for real Kessben that Kwame was a one. What am I saying? Western Regional Minister. Kobioti da kumensa Western Regional Minister was for real Kassa and the Galam say yeah. What do you here. Galamsey koso amuntime stop it. Common sports stadium. Muntime mo renovate it. Simon Osemense, regional minister in Ashanti region, making sure say Ashanti region sports stadium no ya renovate it. Mukasa manu nujo muti ho region in politics na muye. Local champions. You cannot talk in government. Muti ho hwe ayamu de. The Western Regional Minister was who Esipo ana. Esipo na esi hwanum no. Western Regional Minister was a member of parliament. And you are the sports minister ni nyina nati was who ye. Mo ye very incompetent. Very incompetent. Ya the microphones ni cameras isi mo ni mu a brofo akese na munim. You cannot apply a simple thing. I mean, what kind of country are we living in? What sort of leadership are we offering to our people? Omaya diena ya bobos ya boka dia yeno. 35 million na President Kufuor ekoko yen eni ene.
Kessben.
Muntimi nya hohe. Ada motiwo ana stadium no saya na esei. Regional minister ni to wakana no atu ase mum otimi nkasa. None of the NPP members of parliament and lobby their own ministers are woman omote parliament for this project to be renovated. Na finance minister no mo ko no lobby musurana. The Western regional members of parliament are move this particular project. Mo talent in say astroturf for 1 million. How many of them are in the Western region? The members of parliament are forming caucuses, Munina Mutu Makamanwatum. Jogate so you also be president Teddy. What yes, Ricardo, stadium way, I say, what to me lobby. Nana do Danko Kufuor the Manin renovate stadium way, also we also be president. You are very incompetent. The leadership in the Western region is very incompetent. What kind of leadership are you offering us in this country? Also, we are wait, come on, wait. Jogate and Kwade and Anutuma, SSS Stadium, no, yetimi yet, they're free ho. Muntimen, they also yasu be flag bearer. Please, NPP delegates, Mama Munye mistake. So we are party stalwarts in the new patriotic party, the African Paul. Your body in the Western region, want to be more, one more Mumuya drew a 1 PP mu and you Jogate and free. Adia wesi mwasa so watakra di muntimi wa yen renovate ya also be flag bearer. You are very incompetent. That's one job. The president once upon a time was your colleague in parliament. Muntimi Lobino. The regional minister is there, he is quiet. The Western regional chairman of the new patriotic party, are you quiet? Nakamun lobby. Nanka mo fanye mudin se mo ba ye no moye NDC fo antimi anye boapayo wo mo so ahwe ama stadium na say aba bedru say from 2012 2016 2020 NDC fo na antimi anye abro ni ba yenti wo mo do am incompetence na kwakwate na opposition anka mo am wo region ni ma mo ye new patriotic party no mo nya nanka mo ni mo mra nyam. You are there and you are watching. Eti muni NDC for na mo region name difference be na wo. Boy you incompetent. Ana bra muni enko.
Kwame.
Kessben.
Yasimo. Me ye be exonerate honorable Jogate because of assembly committee. Yenye exercise ketu ebiwa. Wa hiti pa ba to bo asema yenye exercise biwa. 2020 ena ura siama. The then sports minister,
Kessben,
our member of parliament, our Atman Punua Ashanti region. Eka say, I buy you $3 million. I had the coronavirus. Esipon Stadium. Kwame you. That was 2020 and West Africa. Satam near C Stadium no for 13 years as a 12 years no. Na part a stay a year say stadium no. Na Kwame ya renovated. And was say. I buy $3 million. I had a renovate a Sipon Stadium. Now, quality. Or say, ye the contract ne the ma architectural and engineering service limited how many system limited for na ebe lasted for 12 months 10 years 12 months so means that 2020 time no cars asem no ebe ended 2021 the American so what as now listen
Kessben.
2021 November 17 so November 17 2021 okay budgeter Mr. Ferrata reading our parliament no already 2022 budget it is reading no 17th November 2021 na Mr. Ferrata assembly our point 976 of his presentation so efa stadium and as a stadium e wo Ghana na Kwame we are Dodgers ma make bi kakra bi enchiro what say Mr. Speaker some stadia across the country were renovated in 2021 and at various stages of completion as follows. Accra Sports Stadium 98%, that is we complete. Phase 1 of Babayara Stadium 98% complete. Esipon Stadium 90% complete and Cape Coast Stadium 60% complete. Now listen.
Esipon Stadium in there.
Oka say Esipon dey 90% complete no. E no ra jogate e ba bonte be ka say. Wa ko stadium wa akọhwe de e so stadium no. Na de finance minister e kai no entali dono no hu e wa stadium no. Ti asma make any you. Entali sa 90% completion na complete na finance minister e kan. Eti ya fa ne say 2021 na emiti kwa no a that 2021 no na
let's check out of here for the weekend, you know. And then Kwame wishing Nana Kwesi a very big happy birthday. Cassandra Jones, yeah, wish you a very big happy birthday. Say happy birthday to you, Nana Kwesi. And happy birthday to you, Esther Bar, STK. Happy birthday. DJ Credible said, yeah, wish you a very big happy birthday. God bless you and bless your new ages. Good morning, Mr. Speaker. Ghana is indeed a funny country. We only complain about corruption when we do not have to benefit from it. For instance, the NDC now seriously complaining about corruption because they do not benefit from the system. Kwame Appiah sends this one in from Sunyane. This one says that, good morning, Mr. Speaker. The Amenfi block was won by Galamsey fight by the NPP and not the personality of Amakofi Bua. Eric forcing anyway if you was a coupon at the other. Eric, thank you. Speaker, good morning. If it is so, then let them change Mahama too, because he's also the same person from the northern region. Thank you very much. I have a one who see the uncle. You're just uncle for me.
Yes, so call Kwashiman. Kwashima KFC ho.
Okay.
Yes, say ye no me no mu debate we ho.
Oh, see I dey.
E fa sama me kan na de o kan. Abrante bi ton cast and or they send them was there's a huge debate going on here. What you said as speakers. Also what you said as speakers. I done the debate say oh the na me media na the tie bia no we are here to serve them. The better to bia no kwame. E ba man comfort na papa bi Nana Kojo Boating.
Okay.
Nana Kojo Boating Doom Jaconfo. Ono no obu sore wo Kumasi Asante Mantem.
Okay.
Nana share baby will be our share free DSTV. Nana ye chachi our baby will be good morning Nana. Kwam why adwuma o? Dana me see adia baby.
O chere ba Monday e ba be so. Yeah, na ka me say ene ya kalas o ba de ngen kan ho ase.
Da bi e be sa ko bi. E jadi dumu ane yesusi.
Ya so. E jadi dumu e bedum. E jadi so de.
Ane.